God cannot do does not exist. My name is Mercy and I am giving this testimony from the UK. A little backstory. It all started in 2020 when I lost my first son. After he was a year, 3 months plus, I lost him in March 2020, and it was like my whole world came crashing down, and I didn't know I was already pregnant for another child. And then I gave birth that same year, 2020. I lost my first son March 2020, gave birth to another one November 2020. And then fast forward to 2022, same March, I lost my second son, the one that I thought God gave me as restoration and consolation for what I lost. I lost him in March 2022. Same pattern, same sickness, symptom. You go to the hospital, they don't know, they are treating one thing and it's not going, or it's going. And then just funny pattern, they wake up from sleep with purging and vomiting, and then it begins to deteriorate like that, until they give up. And when that happened in 2022, my whole world came crashing down. There was no point, because I was angry at God. I felt I had never had faith like that as at when I lost my second son in 2022. So I couldn't understand why God let it happen. I was mad. I was not praying. I didn't want to hear anything about God. Nobody should tell me. I was not going to church. And then thank God for brethren who were always interceding, who were always praying. I had people that were praying for me not to fall into depression. I had people that were uplifting me in prayer, and somehow I started praying again and got back with God. And then I had friends that would always send me NSCPD link, and I was like, this everyday prayer is too loud for me. It's too loud for me. And so I wouldn't join. I wouldn't stay to the end. I wasn't consistent. But one particular person did not stop sending me the link, and that's God. God, I want to thank you for the bottom of my heart for not giving up. God would always send me the link. She would always send me cut out and say, Mama, your word just came. She would always send me videos, and I'm like, this girl, give up already. I cannot keep up with this thing. And somehow I got pregnant again. That was in 2022. My favorite day became Wednesday, because to just find out that there was a whole day dedicated to praying for mercy, I was like, whoa. So the prayer of mercy is as important as this. I never knew that. When I found out I was carrying a boy child again, I cried. I said, the part of me was still scared, because I was saying, God, you want to put me through this shame again and all of that. But then one prayer that struck me most, Papa will always say, what you are afraid of will not happen. That thing you are scared of will not happen.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but through the mercies of our God, what you are afraid of will not happen.
I'm like, what? There's a prayer like this? So even in my fear, it will not happen. Fast forward to 2023, I gave birth to my bouncing baby boy, a very beautiful boy. So beautiful, as fair as the sun. Papa, fast forward to 2024. My son became 1 year old, January 2024. Then we crossed into March. 2nd of March, my son was admitted because he was stooling with blood, and then he was vomiting, and then he was admitted. And then the doctor looked at him and said, what could be wrong? That he's suspecting intussusception. And like, intussusception, what is that? What kind of sickness is that? And then he began to explain, one part of the intestine has swallowed another part of the intestine. Therefore, the other part that has been swallowed is not getting blood flow. And so it is dead and decaying. And the only way out was surgery. Hey! Papa, I cried. I said, Jesus, this is the new way they want to come. This is the new way they want to come. We wept. We cried. My son was on admission everything was just going wrong. His potassium level, his electrolyte level was going down. He could not hold food down. He could not hold water down. The doctor was saying surgery is the way out, but we cannot take this boy into surgery because his electrolytes are not stable. It was a whole lot. It was a whole lot. Brethren were praying, and I was just pleading, oh Lord, show me mercy. Oh Lord, show me mercy. Mercy. In short, oh Lord, show me mercy. Days were made for me. In few days, we were discharged. We went home, hale and hearty. My son was alive. I cannot remember when last I left the hospital with a living child. In the past, since this pattern started, since 2020 that it started, it will always be, we don't know what happened. I want to thank God. God delivered my son. God delivered my son. I saw the God that sees me. I saw a Roy come through for me. God delivered my son. God delivered my family. God gave us victory. The enemy fought. Oh, they fought. But God gave us victory. I'm here to thank God. What God cannot do indeed does not exist.